2 days ago, I came across this very interesting video by a YouTuber by the name of Traditional Future. And the name of the video was titled, Kevin Samuels Was Your Last Hope, The Rise of the Passport Bros. I find this title to be quite interesting. And the reason is Kevin Samuels was pretty much demonized by Black America. And I'm talking about the feminine side of Black America. Obviously, he had fans that were women, but the blogs came after him. It's the Shade Room. You had Media Takeout. You had Trina. You had Kendra G. You had all of these people who really disliked what Kevin Samuels was saying. And people looked at Kevin Samuels as tearing the Black community apart. Dr. Umar Johnson weighed in on that after he passed and said that, well, no, he wasn't tearing Black people apart. He was exposing what was happening and why it was happening. And what I saw was Kevin Samuels becoming the glue of Black relationships, letting women understand what their role was if they wanted to get highly productive and successful Black men. And he had the uncanny ability to explain how high value men thought, what their everyday work life was, what they expected, and what standard Black women needed to be in order to become that. Not only did he do that, but there were women who were already married and unappreciative of their husbands. And after listening to Kevin Samuels, they changed their behavior because he was able to speak to them in many ways that none of us in the Black manosphere could ever do. But now, let me kind of talk about this particular video clip because this guy makes some very, very interesting points. And what he's insinuating is the death of Kevin Samuels is pretty much the end of Black love. Let's check out this particular clip and then I'll come back.
We're about 4 months since the passing of Kevin Samuels. And I remember when Kevin Samuels died, it was just people, women in particularly in the streets, just celebrating, just on social media, online, making crass jokes, celebrating his death. You know, keep in mind, Kevin still has a sister. He still had a mother who survived him and had to see all this, and just seeing his death unfold, the details of it drip by drip on the news and blogs, and you know, and seeing all this vitriol. And it made me think, you can't hate men and want a good one. But it made me think to Kevin's show, every single night, these women had that same narcissistic air about them, but they did still want a quote unquote good man. And I bring this up in relation to the videos you just seen, because here's the truth. See, modern women thought Kevin Samuels was the Antichrist, but what they failed to realize is that he was their last hope. Kevin wasn't an adversary to modern women. He was actually just the last chance. Passport Bros is the future, as the title says. And let's be clear, I'm not technically a passport bro. I'm married. Full disclaimer, I have no problem putting that out there. But 10 years this month. So you know, I got a little skin in the game, I guess you can say, and I got a little experience dating around long before I got married, and now obviously 10 years of marriage under my belt now as well. And I'll tell you that I couldn't, if me and my wife had maybe just started dating now, and we were starting now, and she was anything like most of the modern women today, and I was anything like a lot of these younger dudes out here, we would not make it. We went through a lot of stuff when we were younger, and we did some bad things to each other, and we hurt each other's feelings a lot, and we recovered and we moved on from those things. But they happened far away from where we live now, and they're another place, another time away, you know, during our early 20s when we were maturing. But I bring all that up to say, I really feel sorry for the people out here who are trying to date nowadays, who are trying to, you know, find love, not even love, simple companionship and cooperativeness. At the end of the day, Passport Bros isn't going anywhere.
Now guys, this is a very important clip, at least for me. And the reason why is because the particular person who is making this video is not even a passport bro himself. He's already married. And let me just say this, for people who are on the outside looking in and they're married and they're agreeing with, a different idea than what they're practically living, it speaks volumes. Let me give a shout out to my brother Afro Think Tank. He's a good brother. I don't talk to him all the time, but every now and then if I can catch up with him or brother George Macon, the thing I like about these two brothers is they're real deep in the Pan-African black world. We talk about the black politics of the day. We talk about what's going on in the black community. And as brothers who are in the pro-black sector, somebody like Afro Think Tank, who is hard body pro-black, hard body black woman, black child, black wife, black everything. He sees what these dudes are going through. And he like, look, I see why in today's world, these younger black men or older black men are going overseas. And while so many black women were trying to demonize Kevin Samuels, all Kevin Samuels was really doing was, hey, if you're a black man, you're not working hard enough. You're not trying hard enough. You need to become the man that you need to be. Here are some of the parameters of a high value man. And so many black men were inspired by that, wanted to make more money, wanted to improve themselves. But now, after his passing, and there's nobody going to be able to take that place, what have you been seeing since Kevin Samuels? Leave black love alone and go elsewhere. In other words, F being a high value man. Why improve yourself in America just to get less? That's the message now. Guys are saying, I don't want to improve myself in America and to be the best that I can be to stay here and get an American woman. If anything, I'll improve myself someplace else. I'll go to Colombia. I'll go to Brazil. I'll go to Thailand. Anywhere else, and hell, I may not even need to improve myself that much to live the life that I want. Let me just say this. I knew Kevin, right? He, like myself, and I even mentioned guys like Tommy Sotomayor. And the reason why I'm mentioning guys like him is because not because of what they talk about, because of their insatiable work ethic. And Kevin had a thirst for the work, just like me. We love what we do. We have a thirst for the work. Tommy is a hard worker, right? And not everybody wants to be a millionaire guy. Not everybody wants to dominate and own an industry. Not every guy wants to be a guy who works 90 hours a week or who is responsible for payrolls, who's responsible for, procuring equipment all the time and, building studios or building businesses or, are establishing businesses overseas. That might not be every guy. Some guys are okay with $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month. They work sometimes and they have a higher quality of life. Okay. That's some men. Some men are okay with that. And that's what we got to deal with is what about those men who have no desire to be the next millionaire guy or to, make $500,000 a year or drive Corvettes. Some guys don't want that. Some guys want to just have the average life with companionship. They want to seek companionship. And if they believe they can't seek companionship here, then where? Obviously, some guys have so many bad experiences in Black America that it's not even there anymore. Kevin was doing a lot of healing. These guys don't want to heal. These guys are already out the door. Their mind is already gone. Their mind and their heart has left the building. And like I said, passport bros, I feel, is a threat. And really when we're going to say, well, these are the guys that, we didn't really want to deal with in the first place. But the thing is, what if these guys have developed? Like, just because a guy doesn't have everything right now, it doesn't mean or signify that he won't later. Or maybe that guy is who you should be with, but you're not giving him the opportunity. Then he goes and finds somebody else who's definitely going to give him the opportunity. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode here of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. I'm out.